Okay, we're going to be looking at some interpretation for "It Came Upon a Midnight Clear." So the first line is "It came upon the midnight clear." So some people I've seen do "it came" like that, which is natural, but some did "it happened," and I like that. It happened upon the midnight. So remember, you have morning and noon and afternoon and night and midnight way down here. So, so I'm going to say it happened upon the midnight clear. That glorious song of old, that, which you could omit that if you wanted to. Glorious song. I think it would be better, instead of doing old here, to do past. So that glorious song past. And you could just do past this way, or you could kind of do past that way. So take your pick. Okay, from angels bending near the earth. So you have from angels. Now, there are lots of things you could do for bending here. We have a sign for kneeling and we have a sign for bending this way, but the angels are not bending down to us in worship or anything like that. And so I saw somebody do where she started her earth and then she took a bent finger and brought it down to the earth this way and then made the earth sign. So bending near the earth, and I like that. So that's what I'm going to do. To touch their harps of gold. Peace on the earth, that part's easy. Peace on the earth. For goodwill to men, that's a little bit tough because it literally means to men of goodwill. But I don't think that's going to really fly in this song too well. So what I saw one person do was good, and then went out like this, and then did people. So good kind of spreading out to people. So I'll go with that. From heaven's all gracious King. From heaven's all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing. So for solemn, I'm going to do deep, and stillness, quiet, and rather than laying, because the world doesn't lay down, right? So the world in deep stillness waits is better. So that would be the world in solemn or deep stillness waits, lay, to hear the angels sing. So that's the first verse. Okay, still through the cloven skies they come. So for cloven, I'm going to do separated like this. So we have still through the cloven skies they come with, you can leave off with if you want to, peaceful wings. For unfurled, I'm just going to make my wings open more. So still through the cloven or separated skies they come with peaceful wings unfurled. And still their heavenly music floats o'er all the weary world. So, and still their heavenly music floats. This isn't actually a sign for floats, but I'm just kind of making noise. The music sounds floating all over the weary world. Above its sad and lowly plains. So above its sad, and I'll do humble, lowly plains. They bend on hovering wing. That's angels bending. So I'm going to do my angels and kind of have them hovering. They're hovering over all the earth like this. So that's just kind of, it's not a real sign, but that's just kind of acting out um, what is going on there. So they're hovering over the world, the weary. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, the bend on hovering wing is what it is. So the angels bend on hovering wing. And ever over its Babel sounds. So here's our ever. Over its, for Babel sounds, I'm going to do many confusing sounds. And then the blessed angels sing. So that's an ever over its Babel sounds, many confusing sounds. The blessed angels sing. Okay, that's the second verse. For lo, the days are hastening on. So that one's pretty simple. So for, which you could leave out. I'm not doing anything for lo. You could do C if you wanted to, like for C, or just leave that out, whatever you feel like doing. The days are hastening on. You could add a continue to that if you want, hastening, or you could say continue to hasten. That might be the best, or continuing to hasten. By prophet bards foretold. So for prophet bards, prophet and bards are really the same thing. So we'll just do prophet. So prophecy is where you take a P and you come under like this. And to make it a prophet, you add the person sign. So that's going to be prophet bards. We won't say bards. We're not going to do prophet. And then for foretold, I'm going to do proclaimed. Because prophets did proclaim their prophecies, right? Okay, when with the ever-circling years. So when with the ever-circling. Now this is 1 year if you do go once. So this kind of works out nice because it is a circle for years. So we're just going to do circling. You could leave out the ever if there's not time because you want to make at least 2 or 3 circles here because it's ever-circling years. So when with the ever-circling years comes round, that would be arrives. The age, and you can do it with an A or sometimes I do it with a T for time, but you know, this is like an hour, showing an hour going around the clock hand. But you know, if you do it with an A or a T, you're talking about a period of time, not just an hour. So that would be the age of gold. Remember, gold is touching your ear like an earring, and then you come out and shake a Y, which is yellow. So it's gold, but you know, we do it this way. All right, so the age of gold. When peace shall over all the earth, that's not too hard. When peace shall over all the earth, its ancient splendors fling. So what I'm going to do is old wonders spread or fling. So ancient wonders, and then I'm spreading like by flinging, fling, spread or fling. Okay, and the whole world give back the song. So with the world singing, I'm going to do this. You know, this is kind of like singing. So the whole world gives back the song which now the angels sing. Okay, so that's my plan for interpreting. There's leeway. There are other people doing different things, and of course there's a multitude of verses, so finding music to go to the three verses I wanted was well, you'll find different stuff out there. Anyway, go watch other people's videos and learn what you can. So next up will be to music.